Good morning from Gatlinburg. It's actually been a little while since we've been here, but we are here today. We were invited up to come and check out the Best Italian. Now, this is a restaurant that I believe is about 50 years old or so. They are currently going through a major renovation, and we're going to get a look at it today, see what all's going on there. Now, full disclosure, we have never actually eaten there before, so I do not claim to be an expert on this restaurant, but we are very excited to be coming and see what they have going on. So with that being said, let's get this adventure started. We have made it over to Best Italian, and as you can see, have the cones up outside. Have it blocked off with some tape. Still have some wood up on the windows.
So when we were doing this, well, a little bit about what it used to look, because I know you haven't been in here before. This was the host stand and lobby area.
Okay.
And your bar was right here, and then you had this kind of a walkway into the kitchen and expo area, and then you had dining this way, and you had dining on that side as well.
Okay.
So what we've done here is where that expo window was only about 4 feet wide. It was 2 tiers. So you get 4 pizzas in the expo window, and you're out of room.
Right.
You know, people always talk about how fast the food came out. Like, it came out fast because the guys were literally like, "You got to get this out of the window. Like, let's go, let's go." And we ran out of capacity here. So our main goal was to work on our flow, so we could really have better service, you know, better ergonomics, and
Are you watching your video?
answering my watch on accident. But yeah, so the whole purpose here is, you know, it's been 50 years, and the restaurant business is really rough on your facilities.
Sure.
So what we've done is we flipped this whole setup. The restrooms used to be on the left side. Now they're going over here to the right side. All of the interior dining is now going to be on this left side, and we can kind of walk this way.
Okay.
We've moved the bar kind of here to the center of the restaurant. We're doing a couple of things here. We're moving away from the keg boxes, 4 beers on tap. We're now going to have about 10 beers on tap, maybe a sangria on tap, maybe Prosecco on tap. We're still kind of working through that. We're going to elevate a couple of the cocktails, have some good Italian-inspired cocktails. We're improving on our wine list as well. That's enough about the alcohol. What we run into a lot of times with Best Italian is it's a pizza place, right? So you have a lot of groups that come in. You know, we have various ethnic groups that come here because we have a lot of vegetarian options. And typically larger party sizes, but with our old layout, we had a bunch of booths. It's kind of hard to push 2 booths together, right?
Right, especially in this space.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're going with one long banquette down this wall. We're gonna have multiple, you know, 4 top, 2 top, 4 top, 2 top. So we can push those together, and we have a lot of flexibility in our seating.
Okay.
And as we keep coming around, it still pains me to see these bathrooms gone. Okay. About 3 years ago, you know, myself and another guy, we'd come in, and restaurant, we're open here. We have guys in the building from about 7 a.m. to about 11 p.m. So really, you can't close, and there's not another time to work on it other than 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Sure, because you have to have those open while you're open.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
okay.
for 2 weeks straight, we came in and worked only nights to remodel these bathrooms.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. And long story short, we're like, it works better if they're over there. So we ripped them all out, and I'm like,
Oh, man.
All
So
those sweat and
they were
tears.
here, and they're going to be over
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Okay.
we're going to be over there. And but it gave us this nice square ergonomic space to fill with more tables. And we've got your traditional booths over here, and then you come into this back room, and you've got booths that surround the walls, and another table in the middle, table there, table here. And it really just, it gives us a more centralized area, better flow again, and I think it is the right setup moving forward. So we're still going to have the patio outside. I'll give you a little sneak peek. I just got some material in, so you'll be able to see what we're doing out there.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, you know, it's really just improving the systems of the business, the back house, the kitchen. You know, it's brand new ventilation, so state-of-the-art hood systems, heating and cooled makeup, air. You know, we'll have probably some of the best conditions to work in town.
Awesome. Okay, so in this space back here, you said it's just going to be like one room just to throw a few tables in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it's a good space because you don't really want the whole room to just feel like one theme, concept to feel. This will be able to break up the room, and this will have a slightly different aesthetic than out here. Some changes in materials, some different wall materials, different lighting. We're also going to see this when we come into Sevierville. We've got a Best Italian going in there, and we're using the same archway. And this is kind of the building block for the concepts that we'll be doing to further the Best Italian brand in the future.
Very cool.
So,
okay.
But like I told you before, we did a lot of time debating on what the aesthetics were going to look like, and we landed on making sure that this still feels like Best Italian.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be very familiar when you walk in to the space.
Gotcha. So the goal is pretty much preserve the history while bringing it up to date.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And you know, while we're changing the interior, everything's going to be new. It's going to be fresh. We're still going to keep the same recipes. I know a lot of people are like, they're going to change the recipes. You know, no, we're changing the building. We're not going to change what got us to this point.
Right. Change what needs to be changed. Keep all the good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
no,
absolutely.
I'm sure I would be haunted by Chef Polly if I even thought about changing something. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. So I had mentioned to you, I've never actually been here as far as eating. So what would you say is like one of your best dishes here?
So we're most known for the garlic rolls.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so we actually bake those every single day. Funny story, when I used to get in trouble in high school, my punishment was to come down and hand tie those rolls at 5:30 in the morning. And even to this day, if I'm back there tying knots, I'm like, did I do something wrong? Am I in trouble? You know? But no, it's in the summertime, you know, there's times when we may make 1,000 rolls a day. So we bake all that bread in-house. All of our pizza dough is made in the mornings. That's why we get in so early, is to do all that prep work, right?
Makes sense.
And that probably leads into the pizza. Very well known for our pizza. We've won Best Pizza in Smokies by the Mountain Press, I think, like the last 17 years in a row.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very loyal following on the pizza. When we start talking about dishes, entrees, red sauce, I'm definitely going lasagna.
Nice.
That's going to be my thing, right? We get into the white sauces. I'm a chicken Florentine guy.
Okay.
So that's going to be a pan-seared chicken breast. We top it with some ham and provolone. Bake that off in the oven, top it with Parmesan Reggo blend, and then that goes over a bed of fettuccine Alfredo. So
delicious.
yeah,
okay.
That's my go. It's a lot of food, and that's one of the things that we're also not changing, is you're still going to have your big hearty portions.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've kind of seen this area, the dining area.
Yeah.
And you said along the wall, so you're going to have like a booth all the way across. Is that right?
I want to say it's like I think the plan was like 465-inch booth.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's a big one.
And that'll come all the way to the wall here.
All the way to right here. Our lobby is still right here, you know, so we still don't have a lot of space here. But that's kind of why we're doing some improvements outside, which I think we're going to talk about.
Gotcha. Okay.
Our to-go business has always been a little bit of a crutch for us, because once that food gets done, you've got to store it somewhere until it's picked up, right? So when we were looking at the space, we wanted to set up something that would help us have a better product while holding food for to-go pickup. So we have hot boxes that are built in. We have lay down space. You know, this whole space is dedicated just to go quality.
Awesome.
And it's right next to that door, so the host can make sure that everything comes out in a timely manner.
So if someone would come, they'd pick it up here and then just bring it out, and you're good to go.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that way we keep everything warm. You know, your food hasn't been sitting just on a shelf for 25 minutes.
Yeah, that'll give you a lot of heating space there.
Yeah, because I'm sure, as many people know, sometimes a 30-minute drive in Gatlinburg might take you.
Right, yeah, 30 minutes going on 4 hours. So,
yeah.
Okay.
So
what is this space here?
So before, you know, we were really working on top of each other. The space just wasn't set up in just an efficient manner. So when we came and looked at this, we wanted to make sure that we got the flow right. So when you come in, you know, you now have this well laid out dish, area. So it'll come in, you've got your dish lay down space right here, it'll flow around, your racks are here. So the servers are gonna come in, drop off, and just turn around, you've got your hand sink, you've got your POS station, you have your soda fountain, your teas, turn around again, and now you have this expo window, which is slightly bigger than our 4-foot window we used to have. And you're gonna grab your food, and then you're right back out into the dining room.
Nice.
So it's just a much better flow. It's good for teamwork. It's good for synergy. And at the end of the day, the party that benefits the most from this is going to be the guest.
Absolutely.
So.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Better flow, quicker service.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay.
And my guys are going to love these brand new hoods.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're going to.
Those
love
are
this.
Huge.
Yeah, you should see the price tag on.
I bet.
Yeah.
The bigger the hood, the bigger the price, right?
You know, it's funny. It's like for a hood with just makeup air, it's X. For a hood with cooled makeup air, it's X times 2. For a hood with cooled makeup air and heated makeup air, it's X times 3. You know, but I think it's really essential for just the team that's going to be back here in the back of house to be comfortable, and the ventilation I think is the number one thing that a lot of restaurants get wrong. And if your ventilation is wrong in a restaurant, it's amazing how many things it will truly impact.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. So, I mean, heck, here, we were such a negatively pressured building before, you know, some people would pull the front door and they would think it was locked. You know?
Right.
It wasn't designed properly back, 30 years ago when it went in, 40 years ago when it went in, but we're really bringing everything to where it needs to be, and using a modern thought process on how can we make things better and more efficient for the next 30 years is our goal. This is like the King Mac Daddy of lighting control systems, and now with everything scheduled, the atmosphere lighting will be perfect every single time,
nice.
Every single day. So
very good.
A lot of automation,
Right.
But,
okay, so as far as timeline for opening, what's that looking like?
I'm going to say this, and I think my guys over at Citadel might cringe when they hear me say this, but we are on time. If not, I think we might be a little ahead of schedule.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Right.
Sorry, Bill.
Just so you know.
Yeah. No, but those guys have been just really doing well on this. The architects at R2R and Citadel Construction, they've been great to work with. Our old walk-in was really original to the building.
Okay.
And they're aluminum and foam, but after 30, 40 years, you got to replace it.
It's time for something new, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a new box coming in. We poured all new concrete slab, re-waterproof that exterior of the building.
Okay.
This will be going behind the building. Definitely a big upgrade. But when this space clears out, we're doing some aesthetic changes. You're actually the first one that's going to get a little sneak peek of kind of what we're doing here.
Nice.
We're bringing in some really high quality artificial green walls. I'm a person that I walk in places and I really hate these because you can always tell they're fake, they're cheap. And I've went around a lot of places, and funny enough, a place in Knoxville called Goat Turf. One of my buddies, Ben, down there was like, you got to look at these. And when you fluff these out, they really are going to have a good organic look to them.
Nice.
And what we wanted to do out here was, we have Howard's next door that has this Appalachian, rustic, kind of industrial mountain feel, and we wanted to contrast that concept. Okay. So we're going to go with a very light and airy and organic, more Italian, European inspired feel on this side. So nice. You'll have this greenery up on the walls that'll be outlined with white. You have a lot of natural color that'll be in this wood, natural wood color in the doors. The tables are white. It'll definitely feel like much different from Howard's, even though you can look over and see it right next door.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
We wanted to keep that feeling that you were outside. So a lot of times when you come out here, you're gonna have this pergola system open. You're going to be able to look above you, see the sky, feel the wind.
Gotcha.
And I think that this system helps us capture the atmosphere and feeling that we want our guests to to be able to enjoy. But if we get a spring shower, we're able to shut it down and not have you run inside holding your pizza or holding your steak from Howard's, you know.
Okay, so we are out here at the front of the business, and we're going to get a little sneak peek at some future patio action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things we wanted to do is, since we still have a very small lobby and not a lot of waiting room, is to make the exterior much more inviting. So naturally, we wanted to put a large fire pit.
Nice.
So we've got a large fire pit going here.
Okay.
We've got some gas heaters that are going to be hanging from this this awning here. We've got some new potted landscaping coming in, some benches, you know, and it'll kind of help us create more life in the plaza and just a better place, you know. While you're on a short wait, you know, you're not cramped inside.
Right.
You can come outside and just enjoy being in nature.
All right, and that is our look at the construction going on here at Best Italian. Thanks again to Clay and Kylie for having us out. Hope to be back when they get things open. Sounds like that's going to be around the 1st of May or so, so we hope to come back and give it a try. But I hope that you all have enjoyed our look at the construction here. Hope you have a blessed day. We have been blessed to bring this adventure to you, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.